Super excited right now. So what's up, guys? So what we're gonna do today is get rid of these ugly stock fit rims, and we're gonna go meet up with a guy there like 35 minutes away. He wants to do a trade and also money on top. I'm like, why not? The rims are worth it. So we're getting ready to go, and we're gonna have new rims on the fit, boys. Yes sir, it's about time. I've been rolling with these since I've got the fit and I got tired of them, so it's time for a new look. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on CGFIX. So you guys already know we're doing the Honda build series. We just picked up these rims. I ain't gonna put a small clip of when I did pick them up, and today what we're gonna be working on is installing a radio. So I looked up online with the whole Metro kit situation, and you know, it's basically the same thing that you have, it's just this cut out. So my plan is to remove all the plugs, the radio stuff, and honestly I'm gonna Dremel this whole piece out. So what I'm gonna do is I have a double din radio that I'm gonna mark up with a, you know, with a Sharpie, and basically have this and cut what I need out, because it's basically the same. The Metro kit that you can get online is just literally the same thing. It's just without, you know, with a big hole in the middle for the double din or the single din radio. So basically I'm going to show you how to remove the radio, and then basically the process of me cutting out what I need to cut out. I'm going to make sure everything's flush, and then I think I'm going to buy some type of material that's going to cover like the cut parts and stuff. But all this, you know, this kit right here brings everything to smooth it out, sand it out and everything. So with that being said, I already started taking out the buttons here, and as you can see, they're basically these right here. And you just pop them out. All I did was use a flathead. You're better off using, you know, like plastic pliers and stuff to remove those bolts. After that, you do got some bolts in the bottom. There is one bolt actually that goes right in there. I already removed it as well. I wasn't thinking about making a video, honestly, but I am. Here we go. Here we are. So after you remove this bolt right here, there's also a plastic cover on the bottom. And I'm basically gonna go step by step, and this is gonna be a DIY kind of slash build series type of video today, because you also have to remove the glove box and a couple other things. So after you remove this, you remove that. We're gonna go towards the glove box, because you have to remove the cables that, you know, that when you switch on your hot and cold and stuff like that, there's cables back there that you got to remove. So since you already seen this, basically removing this bolt and removing the plastic here for the buttons, we're going to go towards the glove compartment. Once you opened up your beautiful glove compartment, just make sure you remove everything out, because now everything's just going to drop to the floor, or just leave everything in there and everything will drop. So what we're doing is the glove compartment is hold it in by a few rubber pieces here. You basically want to push this in both sides. I'm gonna need oh no, look, I didn't need both hands. And actually I think this is broken. No, it's not. Anyways, it holds on by this right here, so you just push them in both hands. It makes it easier. So back here you're gonna see this cables. You're gonna see this one right here, and then that blue one right there. You have to disconnect that, and same thing, you also see this one right here. So 1, 2, 3, all you have to do is disconnect it, because if not, you're never gonna be able to remove the radio, because that's connected to the buttons on this side. And even when you take out the radio, you're gonna have to remove it from the cables, you know, from here, you know, from this side, once you have the radio out, because you're gonna need to get behind, you know, where this is connected to, if you're replacing the whole Metro kit, or you're gonna do the same idea I'm doing, which I'm just gonna cut out, make the cutout, put a double din radio and call it a day. Now today I won't be able to install, like, properly put the connection with the radio. I'm just gonna put the stereo, see how it looks, because I'm still waiting for the cable to come in for the plug. They didn't have it at Walmart, so I had to order it. I will put in the descriptions like the plug number or whatever you need, or a picture somewhere, and let you know which one you need. So with that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and start removing these 3 cables, and I'll be back. All right, let me give you a little quick tip, because I had a little issue like removing the actual, you know, connector here from this piece right here. So on this plastic piece right here, there is a little metal clip that literally you push down, and I honestly thought it was like one of those plastic that just stays in place to keep it in place. But after you remove it from here, from this clip, where's that orange one? All right, you see this orange one? The orange one where it clips on, this clip right there where it holds on. Let me see, right there. I pried it up, all right, remove the cable, and then once you remove the little lumen here that goes in the plastic, there's a little clip on the back of this that you have to push down. So you push it down with one finger, and then the other slide it out, and then you do that for all of them. That's how you remove it. So remove the clip, there's a little clip here that you push down, and then you're able to yank, you know, not yank it out, but you're able to pull out the cable. It took me a little bit to figure it out. Also, if you gotta replace your cabin air filter, you pull these tabs right here, same thing both sides, and take it out. I did that last year and I haven't replaced it since, so I need to put a new one. So I took it out and I never put one in. So yeah, funny story. I can actually show you on this right here. All right, let me put the flathead. You see that little lip right here that holds up? So that pushes down. Let me see if I can push it down. Let me see if I can do one. All right, anyways, this pushes down. That right there is like a button, you know what I mean? Like a button thing. Anyways, you push it down with one finger and then you slide this out, all right? And then what I did was I pried this, and then later I'm just gonna push it back so I can put it back in place. And then for that third cable on the bottom, it secures with this, that Phillips head. And that's it. You know, once we removed all of them, we put the camera back, more back. So you got 1, 2, 3. All right, the one for the, let me see, let me show you. So the purple one, if you want to know, the purple one is this right here. The orange one, it went up here. So the orange one is the speed, and then the blue one is the one, wait, I might be tripping. Yeah, that's the speed actually. This one's the speed, all right, and then this one is, man, I'll get back to y'all on that. Listen, I'm showing you how to remove this thing, all right? Hold up. All right, so once you got that done, now we're gonna go towards the bottom plastic here. There's a bolt there or a clip or something, and then the radio should just be able to pop out. Oh, goddamn, I almost pinched my finger with this thing. All right, so this thing is holding on by 2 clips. So basically, it goes down here, all right? And then I took a flathead, pry bar, whatever, and then I pried it out so it popped out, all right? Only 2 things holding it. So after that, I mean, we're pretty much almost there. Let me see what else there is in the way to replace, because remember, when I'm doing these videos, I'm doing them as I go. It's not like I'm a professional or anything, but we'll get it done. Listen, I don't know if I can show you this, but I'm gonna try to, all right? Let me put the camera up in there. Let's see. Anyway, there's 2 bolts somewhere up there. Damn, man, I'm really trying to show you with the camera. But anyways, there's 2 bolts. They're probably about up to here and one here. They're either 8mm or 10mm. I'll let you know once I remove it. And then you can use a Phillips head if anything. It's just 2 bolts, like the brackets that hold in the radio. After that, you should be able to pop it out. And then after you pop it out, then you gotta worry about the wiring, you know, whatever connects to this radio. Like if there's anything here, whatever, we'll figure it out. Got one, boys. All right, so this is the setup I'm using. Small ratchet, extension, 8 socket. This is 8. There's 1 bolt right there, and then the other bolts on the other side. Listen, this radio is gonna give you some work, all right? So what I did was, you still gotta remove the plugs from here. You're gonna see plugs down here. Look, I'll show you right now. See these plugs? That one, you gotta remove it. Anyways, so what I did was I yanked on this a little bit until I was able to put the flathead on this side. And as you can see, now we got movement, and we're just going around kind of like this. And I highly suggest using a plastic. Don't use this, all right? I'm gonna eventually buy the Metro kit. This is just like a temporary test, and plus whatever I mess up, I got that drill set, you know, to buff anything out, make it look pretty again. Okay, I'm just showing you how to remove this damn radio, and it's, there we go. All right, so we're almost there, boys. All right, come on, there we go. All right, so all right, now you got all these damn connectors to remove. Okay, so go ahead and remove this. I'm gonna try to all do it with one hand. 1, 2, where are you? Where is it? Oh yeah, you push on this like that, that comes out. All right, you got another one down here. All right, come on. All right, I'm trying to remove all these live right now. All right, anyways, you get the idea. All right, you got right here, you got to take this out the way, unplug it from here as well. You're basically just removing every connector that you see off this radio, off the climate controls. All right, and just make sure you don't break anything, you know, you don't break any plugs or nothing. All right, let me see if I can do this one again. Jeez, this one's been in here since 2007. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use both hands. Anyways, let me take this out, and then we'll get to the hole, removing all this out, making the hole, and putting a doubled in radio. And once we remove all those stuff out, now it's just a matter of wiggling all this stuff out. All right, all these wires are stuck, and removing the radio if it wants to come out. All right, because this thing is getting stuck everywhere now. Come on, get out. All right, there we go. Okay, we're out. All right, we're no professionals. Okay, we're just trying to remove this radio the heck out of here. Boys, so if you're doing the same thing I'm doing, what we're doing is we're removing all these bolts. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to remove the top, you know, of the CD player here. So basically, this is just a bracket, and you also got, you know, flatheads there, you know, screwdrivers. We're also gonna remove the interface here. So we're basically removing all this right here. So we're keeping the bottom part, and we're removing the whole, just the front, just to make the cutout for the double-in radio. This thing came out like Legos. So anyways, after prying and trying and crying, and you know what I mean, look, that's the interface. All right, this is that button piece that goes right there. Okay, and we're basically, what we're doing is removing all this stuff as much as we can. We're gonna remove all this stuff as much as we can. All right, we're gonna put the double-in radio in front of it and seeing what we're working with. Let me put the camera back. I'm saying about this to this is removing, but I'm probably gonna make a big hole. I'm probably gonna cut out all this completely off. Let me get the radio so I can figure out what's the plan here. Look how this beautiful thing looks like. All right, so we got all the buttons out, we got everything as much as we can out of it, and we're just removing, like I said, where the double-in is gonna go. So we're just gonna trim off everything we don't need, which is most likely gonna do this. All right, we're gonna try to keep the clips, the original clips on here, because we want to make sure this thing clips back on and it fits as best as possible. So this is gonna be a custom metro kit basically, with the original, you know, kit thing, whatever you want to call it, radio kit, whatever. It's a CGFIX kit. All right, boys, so this is the radio that we're working with, and the plan is, so the cutout is gonna be a lot bigger than what the radio. Stay in place. Anyways, so here's the radio, and plan is obviously to make the hole for the radio. All right, I'm trying to put both hands. All right, so as you can see, the radio is a lot smaller. I do not care, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna trim to where the radio is gonna go, and we're gonna see how it looks, and then if anything, we're just gonna get something to cover whatever is extra on the sides to make it look beautiful, flush, and like came with the car. So let's get to customizing. Let's start cutting all this stuff away. All right, so I marked where I'm gonna cut. As you can see, the blue lines here. So I'm gonna cut all this out. Is coming all the way up to here. Most likely these buttons and this is gonna stay. So we'll see how it looks after, because I'm gonna put the buttons back so it looks also like somewhat original, like got a CD player type of thing. I don't know. Listen, it's gonna be temporary until I get the actual metro kit, but that's gonna fit perfectly right where I cut it, and I don't gotta do no extra trimming to make it look good. And right here I'll fill it in with something, you know. I'll cut this out right here, and I'll fill in right here. I'll fill something in. We'll see how it looks like after I cut it. And we went to Harbor Freight and got this cheapo little kit here that brings all these discs and stuff. Most likely I'm gonna use one of these. Most likely I'm gonna use probably this one. I don't know, we'll find out. And then to smooth out any edges or any whatever, I got everything I need here. We even got a metal one. We actually might even use the metal one. We'll see. We'll see which one's better for plastic. I don't know. I never used this before, so you know, we got a, I don't know, another gold one and a silver one. I don't know what they mean, but let's go ahead and start cutting. And then look, I can file with this. I need a file to make it look better. This is one of those moments where just trust the process and it will all work out. All right, so I still gotta you know, obviously I gotta file all this. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna put here, so we're gonna block this off. We're probably gonna put maybe the button back on and the button on this side and see how it looks like after, and we just have to find something to cover all this up, and the radio will just stick right there and it's gonna look natural. We'll see what we come up with. Hey boys, so it's not the finished product. I have a lot of things to do, so I had to stop, but just so I can show you, you can make this yourself. All right, so basically what the plan is to fill all this in with the original. I don't know, we'll see, because I'm probably gonna cut this, put a piece of plastic, weld them together, and then paint it put some type of border so it looks like it came with the car factory. And to keep a little cool, you know, kind of like this button, keep it in place originally, so it looks like it's, you know, I don't know. We'll figure it out. The whole point was to show you how to remove it, and basically if you want to install a Metro kit, or if you want to do, you know, you can customize this the way you want, you know. So I still gotta file this down, flush it, you know, fill this in right here, and then that's how basically it would look if I had a double din radio. And right now I'm just propping it up, make sure everything is gonna sit right, you know, and that's perfect right there where it needs to be. It's like right in the center middle, so I cut it exactly where I needed to, you know. But without further ado, hope you guys liked the video. This is part of the Honda build, and again, I'm gonna go ahead and show you what it looks like with the new rims. We just picked these up a couple days ago, and we're gonna keep adding on to it. So next will probably be, I don't know, you comment down below, let me know. What should I get? Headlights, fog lights, a grill, carbon fiber hood? I don't know, you let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.